what's up everyone? It's Amber here from the Stellar Guitarist, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Someone You Loved by Capaldi. If this is something you'd be interested in learning, then let's get into the lesson. So let's start with the chords. The first thing you're going to need to do is put a capo onto your first fret of your guitar. The first chord that we're going to need to know for the song is a C major chord. Next we have G major. Then we have an A minor. And then the song requires us to play an F major chord. Now, if you are a little bit more experienced, you can play the F major chord like a bar chord. You can also play a half bar chord, where you're flattening the first finger over the first and second strings. Or if you want to keep things really simple, you can play the F major 7, or how I like to call an easy F. This is the shape I'll be using in the song today, which looks like this and sounds like this. So the song has a combination of single down strums and a strumming pattern. So for the verse of the song, we're going to be doing single down strums, and we're going to be counting to 4 in between each chord change. So starting on that C major chord, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, change. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3 to F. 2. Let's do it one more time. C, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, A minor. And I've indicated the one strum by putting a tiny little star next to each chord when we do the play along at the end of this lesson. Moving on into the chorus of the song, the chord sequence stays exactly the same, but we're going to be using a strumming pattern: down, down, up, up, down, up. Down, down, up, up, down, up. So let's practice that on the chord sequence, starting on C major. A 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time to our G and to A minor and F. Final chord that we're going to need to learn for the song is a D minor, and the D minor chord only features in the bridge of the song. So a D minor looks like this and sounds like this. In this portion of the lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to play the picking part that is going to sound very similar to the piano part in the song. So the pattern that we use throughout the entire picking part is very, very similar and very repetitive. It's just going to be the left-hand shapes that are going to change for each bar. So we're going to start with shape number 1. So we're going to be using that C major chord, but we only need the ring finger to stay down. The rest of the strings can all be open. Now we're going to put our thumb onto the 5th string, and our middle finger is going to go onto the E string, and they're going to play at the same time. That's beat 1. 1, and then our thumb can travel down to the G string. And we're going to alternate back and forth between the G and the E string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you feel more comfortable picking with your first finger, that's also fine, whichever one is comfortable for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time. Our next shape, we're going to be taking our ring finger up to the 6th string. That's all. That's all we have to do. And then we need to just move our picking fingers. So we're going to play our thumb on the low E string, and we're going to take our middle finger onto the B string. And they're going to play at the same time again. And and our thumb is going to come down to the D string. So if we put those two bars together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and moving on into the next shape, it's going to be revolving around an A minor chord shape, and our thumb is going to come down to the A string, and our middle finger or your first finger is going to play the B string, and they're going to play that at the same time. And then our thumb's going to come down to the D after that. Let's put it together from the beginning again. So starting on shape 1. Change. Change to A minor. Now the final shape is probably the most difficult shape, and it's based off of an F major bar chord. Alright, but we're not going to need to use this. All we're going to need to do is use the shape with our second, third and fourth fingers. So we don't need to put our first finger down as the bar. We only need those fingers, which is the very similar shape to an A minor. So if you think about an A minor chord, it's the same shape, but we're just playing it on different strings and we're playing it with different fingers. So it might be a good idea to practice going from the A minor chord to the F shape that we need with those 3 fingers. So using this new shape, this F shape, we're going to be playing the A string and the G string together, when our thumb will then come down to the D and alternate. And what we're wanting to do at the end of picking this shape is lift up that finger. Just on that second last beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One, two, three, four. Somebody to hear, somebody to know. And that is how you play Someone You Loved by Capaldi on the guitar. If you enjoyed this lesson, please let me know in the comments below, as well as liking this video. Your support really means a lot to me. And don't forget to comment below, tell me which songs you'd like me to teach in my next tutorial. I really look forward to seeing you in next week's lesson. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!